Hey Brian,
Yeah,
welcome to the jungle.
you're gonna die. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
What?
In the jungle.
I used to
Welcome.
say we got fun and games.
No, I'm going right towards the end of the song.
Oh man, but no one's gonna recognize that now because half of the people that watch this are not gonna be of age to know that song.
Bullshit, that is a classic.
True. Alright, so welcome to the jungle on Brutal. No sound for this one because Fraps decided to pick up more than I wanted it to.
Actually, wouldn't this be two missions in a row with no sound?
No, the first one had sound. Because in the first time you talked like once, so I just edited it out. Um,
Aw.
so right away, build a bunker right there. Um, this mission gives you Goliaths, but we're not going to be using them much. They're not that great. Like they're expensive, and for what you can spend on Marines, like Goliaths are what 150 minerals, and 3 Marines is better than 1 Goliath.
Yeah, Goliaths are. They even say it during the beginning, and it's true. Goliaths are really good against air, but you're not only exclusively attacked by air.
Yeah, like they tear up air, but you fight more ground units, or I don't want to say more. You fight enough ground units that it makes
Yeah,
it
if
not
you
worth
if you
it.
bring a couple, that's fine. But apparently, like just bring a bunch of Marines and medics would
Like
just do the job just fine.
I like to have a couple with me at all times, maybe like 4. Um, but for majority of this, I'm only gonna be building Marines and medics. I don't even build a tech lab. I don't go for Marauders because they're gonna be almost useless in this mission. The only Marauders I get are the mercenaries. I'm actually gonna build as quick as you can. Build a second barracks. And by as quick as I can, I mean as quick as your economy allows. Don't just save up for barracks. Make sure you have enough to be making some marines and stuff while you're making the barracks. And don't supply lock yourself. Don't or supply block. We haven't gotten that quite cleared yet. Uh,
No, not yet.
but just keep building supply depots every time you start to get close. Upgrade your infantry's armor and weapons at the engineering bay.
No,
And
I'm really surprised that you haven't taken that first gas yet.
no, I think what I do here is I wait, and a probe's gonna come start sealing that first one off, and I kill it, which I believe makes it so that it takes them a little longer to seal off any other ones. Like you see, starting to seal it off, like the one right next to my base.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one would assume that that's the probe that was like if you're harvesting that, they can't seal it off, obviously. Um, and if you went right for that at the beginning of the game, you'd have it by now, so the probe won't come seal it off. So since he's sealing this one off and not the other ones that he would if you took this one right away, you're gonna have a little bit more time.
Can you prove that, or is that just theory?
That's theory and logic. I have not tried to prove it. It wouldn't be hard to prove if anybody wants to go out of their way and do it, but I'm too lazy. Um, so now I'm sending my dude to get it. Because of said logic, I was waiting for that. Um, Sorry about the lack of audio. I think I actually have a laptop I can start to use.
What do you mean?
Like, instead of being on
Oh,
Skype
oh,
and listening
oh.
to stuff.
Yeah,
Because
got you.
there's no setting on Fraps to just pick up the game, which is it's pretty stupid. Pretty soon there's gonna be a wave of dudes rushing the base unless they already came, which I doubt. Keep enough SCVs going, get a decent amount of SCVs up.
Speaking of being supply blocked.
Yeah, I'm terrible at. All right, so once that lady starts talking,
Hey,
uh,
what's that over there? That looks like a Protoss relic.
yeah, I'm not gonna pay much attention to those yet. The last Protoss relic, you're gonna see I edited a lot out because what I did was I grabbed the last canister because I was having trouble. Um, and I kind of just camped it at my base. I started making an army and then just made a push for the last relic, which works as long as you build the army. And we're going to go for that one now. That's number 1. We're going to get number 2 as we're harvesting one of the things. And number 3 is going to be the one we're going to just camp the thing at and make a push. So build another bunker up. And then we're going to build some missile turrets up. So what'd you do on this mission? Like how hard did you find it on normal?
Not very. Not at all. I hit that one to the left first, and then I went up and right, and then there's those 2 towards the top left. I got those at the same time.
At one part when I was figuring out a decent strategy for this, I went for both of those at the same time because I kind of had that area on lock. And they sent an army of dudes. Like, you know how they'll send like a small army of them when you're harvesting one? Like sometimes do they do that on normal? Well, they send both armies for you.
So they're selling off the first one that you really can't do anything about.
Yep. The ones to the right, we only need one from the right, which they are gonna seal off towards the end. If you go the way I do, this should work, assuming you move fast enough. I hate being rushed. It's just a personal thing I really hate. Like if someone, like even in real life, if someone tries rushing me, I'll move as slow as I can. But it pulls over the games. And when this game's rushing me, I get very aggravated. So recording these missions that I'm rushed definitely aggravates me.
The worst part about it is you're not timed either.
You're
timed, but you don't know how much time you have.
Yeah, you're timed, but you don't find out how bad crunch time gets until towards the end. I had 2 different attempts at this where I had 6 of the 7 canisters, and I was on my way to the 7th one. And every time, no matter how many times I restarted it, as I hit the 7th one, they sealed it off probably seconds away from me making it there and killing the probe. So that really hurt. The last one I'm going to get is going to be towards the right. Everything else is going to be towards the left. And if you move just even a little bit faster than I do, you're not going to be crunched as much as I will. Just keep constant Marines and medics going, and possibly a Goliath here and there.
Do Goliaths require tech bay? Tech lab?
Not in this mission. This mission they just give it to you. Right? They actually give you the tech lab.
Do you have to build one for Goliaths though?
You do not have to build one. They give you the building and the add-on to that building for Goliaths. So as you can see, these planes are dropping fast enough with my small army of Marines here. Towards the end, I'm definitely gonna have a bigger army.
I'm really curious as to how bad this. Whoa.
What?
As to how bad this gets, because I remember you were having quite a hard time with this.
Yeah. The reason there's no sound of this is because I was with Brian on Skype and he was
motivating.
He was motivating and falling asleep. I don't think you were falling asleep yet, but you were definitely napping towards the end of this. So going the way I went, you got that couple of dudes here. I don't know what the word I was looking for. Small army. That was what I was looking for. But you have this small army of guys. They're pretty much protecting the 3 or 4 sites around the area they're at. So I'm pretty much just sending an SUV out, grabbing that for like shopping at the market. You see
that guy looked pissed.
Yeah, that guy's not happy. You can see the 2 to the left. You see the 2 to the direct left.
Yeah.
We're going after those 2 and the top most right one. And if you're quick enough, you might not have to go to the top most right one. You might be able to make it to shit. I need like little circles and circle these things. Like a Madden style, just draw.
Telestrator.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to take your Marines up here and then BAM!
Gonna be feeling that one in the morning. And then get some tough acting to acting.
So, what it boils down to is the team with the most points is going to win the game.
Yep, and we have more than enough players on the field right now. So
that is not good. Oh man.
Yeah, that's definitely a Colossus.
And the High Templar just murderated you.
Yeah, it's kind of a throw up, like a toss up. That's
a throw up.
That's the wrong term. A toss up, because you don't know if you want to go after the Colossus or the High Templar first. Out of instinct, you're gonna go after the Colossus because it's bigger. But the High Templar does more damage in numbers.
High Templar is just instant death for groups of
big
people.
So I'd say go after the High Templar first, and then plow the Colossus right after that. Not the plow in a good way, but the plow in a plow way. Bad plow.
No, I'm pretty sure you want to plow that Colossus however you want.
Yeah, maybe he'll call you in the morning. So we're moving on up here. Something you want to do here that I didn't do. I don't know why. I did it before I was recording this. Save yourself a lot of troops. Go kill that first cannon and then run back, and then all these troops will follow you. But the thing is, they'll keep spawning troops in, so it'll help you with the first group of troops. But if you don't kill everything else fast enough, they'll just spawn more in.
So it's important to go after those pylons early too.
Yeah. Going after the pylons will disable the things. We're gonna get the last Protoss relic here, or the second Protoss relic here, the last one in this video, and that's gonna bring us to video number 2.